James Offer is a captain living in the Norfolk region of England. What makes him important is the vast amount of knowledge he possesses about the ancient city of Petra. However, the source of this knowledge is not from books he has read or documentaries he has watched, but in a much more unusual way, the dreams he claims to have had about his previous life. He says that since childhood he has seen in his dreams and memories a red city carved into rocks, and this ability to visualize such places increased as he grew older. Later in life, one day he watched a documentary about Petra on BBC, and he realized that the city he had seen in his memories and dreams was the same place. His intuition that he had lived in Petra in a past life became so strong that he contacted BBC and told them that he had lived in Petra during a previous incarnation. After speaking with James, BBC became more interested in the subject and sent him to Petra with archaeologists after receiving special permission from the Jordanian government. From this point onward, events take a much more surprising turn. When he arrived in Jordan, even before entering the ancient city, he was given a small test by expert archaeologists. During the test, he provided very detailed information about 3 major structures in Petra. Realizing that the information he gave was accurate, the archaeologists were shocked. They then entered the ancient city of Petra with James, and he located all the main structures in this enormous ancient area as if he already knew exactly where they were, without needing guidance from archaeologists. Not only that, he also shared additional details that he had seen in his dreams, and after excavation work, he helped reveal many previously undiscovered sections of the ancient city. Later, expert archaeologists who worked with him stated in a BBC interview that James had far more knowledge about Petra than even the most authoritative specialists. To many believers, this is considered a genuine case of reincarnation. Hoia Baciu Forest is a mysterious area located in the heart of Transylvania. It is even referred to as the Bermuda Triangle of Romania. According to witness accounts, many UFO sightings, unexplained screams, and non-human entities caught on wildlife cameras have been reported in this region. According to locals, the forest is the house of the devil, and people avoid going there. Those who do enter reportedly suffer from severe anxiety, headaches, and migraines. Some visitors experience burns, itching, and painful scratches on their skin. The strange phenomena do not only affect people, they also affect nature. The population of trees and plants in the area is extremely irregular. In some places vegetation is very dense, while areas right next to them are completely barren. At the heart of the forest lies a perfectly circular clearing that has remained devoid of vegetation for decades. In the early 1970s, as public interest in UFOs increased, the forest gained international fame and many photographers and enthusiasts visited the region. In photographs taken by these visitors, mysterious spheres of light and shadowy figures were detected. As reports increased, chemist Dr. Adrian Patrut from a local university formed a research team to study the area. Patrut stated that energy spheres, similar to what the locals described, were frequently observed in the region. Tests conducted on volunteers showed that individuals standing in the barren areas of the forest began to recall very early life memories clearly, but forgot those details again once they left the area. Following these findings, teams from France, Germany, and the United States conducted further research. During investigations, unexplained female screams, shadow-like entities floating and disappearing among the trees, and energy spheres that emitted no heat were reported. Scientists believe that Hoia Baciu Forest may be an unstable interdimensional gateway. Local legends also claim that many extraordinary beings have been encountered in the area, and that some people who entered the forest disappeared completely. The mysteries of Hoia Baciu Forest continue to attract attention today. Stonehenge is the most famous ancient structure in the United Kingdom. The structure contains formations from different time periods and was constructed in distinct phases. Its oldest circular formation was built around 3000 BC, and 500 years later the inner stone circles were added. In the following centuries, many ancient burial mounds were built around the area. Today, although Stonehenge is preserved as a World Heritage Site, its purpose, construction method, and builders remain unknown. Even more interestingly, many archaeological remains have been found around Stonehenge. One of these is triangular in shape, while 7 others form linear alignments around the monument. These structures date back to around 800 BC. At that time, this region of England was covered by dense forests, and the area where Stonehenge stands was one of the rare open clearings. Because of this, researchers believe the area may have been considered sacred by ancient peoples. The astonishing features of the structure do not end there. Scientists agree that the massive stone blocks were transported from a nearby quarry as single pieces. However, since this quarry is approximately 350 kilometers away, how the stones were transported such a long distance through dense forest remains unknown. The structure is aligned in such a way that sunlight illuminates specific areas during solstices and moonlight illuminates specific areas during lunar cycles. According to pagan beliefs, Stonehenge served as a gateway between our world and the realm of the gods during certain times of the year. The placement of such massive stones with such precise calculation strengthens conspiracy theories that the structure may have been built by an ancient extraterrestrial civilization. According to these theories, this civilization taught early tribes agriculture, mathematics, and engineering techniques, contributing to the foundation of civilization itself. Supporting this theory, more than 200 UFO sightings have been reported in the region from the earliest records to the present day. The legend of Atlantis was first mentioned by the great Greek philosopher Plato. He described it as a highly advanced civilization, but stated that it suddenly disappeared due to natural disasters. Today, archaeologists and explorers continue searching for the traces of this lost civilization across the world. What is interesting is that due to global warming and advances in satellite technology, Atlantis may actually be located somewhere we would least expect, Antarctica. Because of climate change, strange formations that have been hidden beneath Antarctic ice for thousands of years are beginning to emerge. Some of these examples are quite surprising. The so-called Antarctic pyramids, detected by satellites, are now the subject of debate. Experts disagree on whether these sharply edged pyramid-like structures are natural formations or man-made objects. The structures are approximately 1 kilometer tall. According to some scientists, these formations are simply natural mountains whose edges became sharp due to thousands of years of glacial erosion. However, some archaeologists argue that the structures are too precise and symmetrical to be natural, and therefore must be man-made. Supporting this theory, additional structures have begun to emerge as more ice melts, such as a massive staircase-like formation detected by satellite imagery. In addition to the main pyramid, smaller pyramid-like structures have also appeared. For now, research remains limited because the thick ice layers still cover much of the continent, and expeditions to Antarctica are extremely difficult. However, one thing is certain: within the next 100 years, much of Antarctica's ice sheet will melt away, and countless ancient secrets long buried beneath the ice will finally be revealed.